Hello, welcome to the lecture on Basic Civil Engineering, Module 1, Introduction to Civil Engineering and Civil Engineering Material. In this video lecture, we will be discussing about civil engineering materials, water quality characters, wastewater quality characters, drinking water standards. We all know without water we cannot live, humans or a living organism cannot live. Where does this water comes from? Well, river, water reservoirs, lake, glaciers. Main source of water is water cycle. In water cycle there are four aspects: condensation, precipitation, collection and evaporation. This cycle continues throughout the season. Water is an inorganic, transparent, tasteless, odorless and nearly colorless chemical substance. We all know the chemical formula H2O. It occurs in the Earth's hydrosphere. Properties of water. Water is polar, excellent solvent, high heat capacity, high heat of evaporation, cohesive and adhesive property, less dense as solid than a liquid. Here is some of the properties shown. Physical properties are temperature, color, taste, odor, etc. are determined by the senses of touch, sight, smell, taste. Temperature is a physical property and the characteristics of water are thermal capacity, density, specific weight, viscosity, surface tension, specific conductivity, salinity, solubility and dissolved gases, etc. Chemical and biological reactions. Rate increases with increasing temperature. Color. Color is primarily a concern of water quality for aesthetic reason. Colored water gives a appearance of being unfit to drink. On other hand, the color can identical the presence of organic substance such as algae, humic compounds. More recently, color has been used as a quantitative assessment of presence of hazardous toxic organic matters in water. Test and order. Test and order are human perception of water quality. It is sour. If it is sour, then it is said to that it contains hydrochloric acid, salty then sodium chloride, sweet than sources, bitter than caffeine. Turbidity. Light transmitting properties of water is comprised of suspended and colloidal matters. It contains solids, settlable solid, suspendable solid, filterable solids, etc. Inorganic minerals. Runoff causes erosion and weathering of geological formation. Rock and soil as a runoff travels to the surface water bodies. During the period of contact with rocks and solid soils, the water dissolve inorganic mineral which enter the natural water. Inorganic compound may dissociate to vary degree to cash and anion. Chemical properties. These are the some of the positive and negative ions shown. Carbon at equilibrium. These are the sum of the carbon CO2, H2CO3, HCO3, CO3 2, OH, H plus. pH and alkalinity. Alkalinity is defined as the capacity of natural water to neutralize acid according to it. Total alkalinity is amount of acid required to reach this pH 4.3 to 4.8. Acidity. Acidity is a quantitative capacity of aqueous media to react with hydroxyl ion. Titration with NaOH, strong NaOH to define end products points pH 4.3 and pH 8.3. Acidity index indicates the corrosiveness of acidic water on steel, concrete, other metals. Inorganic indicators of water qualities. Some of the inorganic parameters includes hardness, total dissolved solid, conductivity, absorption ratio. Now we'll be talking about wastewater characteristics. Here wastewater characteristics is classified into three: physical, chemical and biological. Physical characteristics are turbidity, color, odor, total solid and temperature. Chemical characteristics are COD, chemically oxygen demand, total organic carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus, chloride, sulfide, alkalinity, pH, heavy metals, etc. Biological characteristics are BOD, biological, biochemical, oxygen demand, oxygen required for nitrification and microbial population. If we are talking about physical characteristics, in which color is normally a brown color and yellowish in a fresh sewage. Odor in wastewater, it is a strong odor, it is a sewage. Temperature, due to more biological activity, temperature is very high. Turbidity, solids in wastewater is high, so it is highly turbidity. COD is measure of organic material in wastewater in terms of oxygen required to oxidize the organic matters. Total organic carbon is measure of carbon within organic materials. Nitrogen. Organic nitrogen is an amount of nitrogen present in organic compound. Phosphorus. Inorganic phosphorus content. Chloride, sulfides, heavy metals like mercury, nickel, steel, copper, lead, etc. These are the some of the chemical characteristics. Biological characteristics. BOD, biochemical oxygen demand, is an amount of oxygen needed to stabilize the organic matter using microorganisms. Nitrogenous oxygen demand is the amount of oxygen needed to convert the organic and ammonia nitrogen into nitric by nitrifying bacteria. Microbial life in wastewater content microbials like bacteria, protozoa, fungi, virus, algae, rotifiers, etc. Oil and grease. Oil and grease originate from the food water waste and petroleum products. Drinking water standards. Drinking water standards are given by Bureau of Indian Standards, which is safe drinking water for the peoples. This guidelines was prescribed by Ministry of Water Resource, Government of India 2005. BIS, Bureau of Indian Standards. According to the Central Groundwater Board, Module IS 10500 2012 has specification in Uniform Drinking Water Quality Monitoring Control. This standard has two limits: acceptable limits and permissible limit in absence of an alternate source. Here you can see some of the permissible limit according to the physical and chemical properties. Color required 5, desirable limit turbidity 10, pH 6.5 to 8.5, total hardness 300, calcium 75, magnesium 30, copper 0.05, iron 0.3, manganese 0.1, chloride 250, sulfide 150, nitrates 150, nitrates 45, sulfate 150, fluoride 0.6 to 1.2. These are the some of the physical and chemical properties according to the IS 10500 Indian standard. According to WHO, World Health Organization, some of the guidelines for drinking water qualities are mentioned here. Here you can see some of the chemical characteristics limit. We all know the uses of water: drinking, washing, brushing, bathing, cooking. Thank you. Thank you for your kind cooperation. See you in the next lecture. Bye.